Hey guys, Lizardly here for Seaside Wedding Day 3, and this is how it's looking so far. So this page here, this lower half, completely done, besides the back stitching. I always leave that for the last. I'm currently working on this one. Once I get done down here, I'm just going to keep making my way up. I'll do the heart, and then I'll begin the back stitching. I don't know how much I'm going to get done today. I'm gonna try, because it is January 31st, to go have dinner with my family, because New Year's. So it's 7:18 a.m. The sun's kind of coming up. I'm gonna try and stitch. Alrighty, and we're back. So I don't really have any new things to talk about, so I'm just going to continue with the questions. Number 10 is, what is your favorite hobby? Obviously, that's cross-stitching. I absolutely love it. I've met, I've mostly spoken to people that like to cross-stitch as well, but, they say they don't have the patience to do it for long as I do, and it doesn't take patience for me. I legitimately just love doing this. I don't feel stressed out when doing it. I'll be a little stressed when I make a mistake or there's a big knot, like on screen right now, but, or at least from where I'm recording, that's where it is. I don't know. It may not be there when it edits. I don't know. But, that only lasts as long as, it takes me to resolve the issue. Because once I'm back to just regularly stitching, I love it. I don't have any issues with it. And then I love to read, and David loves to read, and he has many books to recommend for me. But even books that I love, it is really difficult for me now to sit down and read because I start to fall asleep. And yes, that is because, I'm working full time and I'm getting older now, and I have glasses and I'm nearsighted, so it's easier for me to just take them off while I read, but then my eyes just feel dry. And then they do actually get red, and I don't know, it's weird. I'm weird, I accept it, it's okay. 11. Do you have you ever had any pets? Yes, I have. Obviously, you guys all knew Contessa Pearl. She was the light of my life and the apple of my eye. Before her, we also had Ruby, who we got when I was in kindergarten in Colorado. I don't know if I've talked about Ruby a lot, so you're just gonna get to hear about all my pets now. So we got her in kindergarten from my best friend. Her, their mom cat, I don't remember. I want to say she was a calico cat, but I could be remembering wrong, not gonna lie, I don't know. Sorry, my glasses are really, there's something on them, it's killing me. Anyways, so their mama cat had a litter of 3 cats. 2 of them were boys, and they were all black, and one of them was a girl, and she was orange, starting to show stripes. And the rest of my family all wanted the girl, the orange girl cat, and I wanted one of the black cats that was a boy. I can't tell you why. I don't know. I was in kindergarten. I didn't really understand anything. But knowing what I know now, Ruby was actually incredibly rare. Most red cats you see, the majority of the time, are going to be male. Ruby was female. And we had her until, gosh, I was in college, 2012, 2013. So she lived a long time. And then prior to her, we had Graybeard. And Graybeard is the cat that we all joked about had to be related to Contessa because they looked the exact same, they acted the exact same, and my family did get both of them in Las Vegas. And when my parents adopted Graybeard, way back in the 80s, I want to say the late 80s, he did have a sister that was left behind. So if she had a litter, and one of those had a litter, and it could have been Contessa. We don't know. They look way too much alike for it to be completely coincidental, though, so I'm just saying. Okay, and that's as far as I'm going to go for that one. Okay, so this says, 14 best conversation starters. Well, this is really difficult. I don't have anyone to converse with because David is in the shower right now. These conversation starters spark discussions. There are direct questions that give the other person a specific topic to wax about. That's what makes them so useful. Sometimes these questions to ask someone may feel a little random. Embrace it. Some of the best conversations come right out of left field. People like hanging out with someone who can keep them on their toes. Use these conversation starters sparingly. After all, your goal is to start a conversation, not interrogate your company. Listen to their responses and give your own. The art of conversation is a two-way street. See, you guys gotta comment more, because obviously I'm just not good at this conversing thing. I'm always talking to myself. Okay, 12. What's the best comedy movie you've ever seen? See, this is difficult. Okay, so my favorite movie of all time is Clue. And it is a comedy. I adore that movie. Like, from beginning to end, it has me laughing. I have seen that movie tens of times. I don't want to say hundreds, because that is kind of ridiculous. But I've probably seen it like 30 to 40 times. I have watched it a lot. And I still laugh. However many years later. I want to say I watched it the first time in middle school with my mom. And I freaking still love it. I adore that movie. I can't even explain it. But if I had to pick a movie that I think would make the most people laugh, I would probably pick Airplane. Because that movie is just hilarious. Like, Leslie Nielsen is just a comedic genius. But I read somewhere, or no, I think it was Scott was telling me that he was deaf, or at least hard of hearing, so his deadpan delivery was kind of just because, he couldn't hear. And I think that makes him even all the more talented, because, you have to hit all those points at the right time, and if you can't hear, I can't even imagine how difficult that is. But even ignoring that, dude is hilarious. I just got something on my other lens. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, you guys. I'm using tissues to clean them because I don't have my cloth over here. Okay. I think this will do for now. Hopefully I don't die. We'll see. But yeah, so Airplane's amazing. I love every single movie I've seen by Mel Brooks. He's hilarious. I watched History of the World Part 1 as a kid, and I didn't quite understand everything, like the Inquisition, here we go, Inquisition, what a show. That did not, I didn't fully understand it when I was a kid, because I didn't know what the Spanish Inquisition was. I do now, but the fact that Mel Gibson is Jewish just makes it all the better. Like, he's Jewish, so he makes fun of, how the Jewish were treated way back in the day, and he's amazing. I wish I was half as funny as he is, because he's so funny. Okay. 13. What's your favorite song, and why this particular one? I hate this question. It's so hard to pick one favorite song, because I love music. I really, really love The River by Garth Brooks. I'm not a very religious person by any means, but I love the sentiment of the song. I love Garth Brooks' voice. I love the lyrics. I love the rhythm. I love all of it. I also love The Thunder Rolls by Garth Brooks, for all the reasons I just said, but also because in the live version, she shoots the guy that just cheated on her, and I really appreciate that. I still love Bad Moon Rising by Morning Ritual. That is still really just amazing song. It is my favorite cover ever, and I personally still feel like it improves on the original, because it is a kind of creepy song. If you just read the lyrics, it's kind of creepy, and they made it sound a lot darker, and I really like that. I thought it was on point. And the fact that every time I watch it, I imagine Void Styles from Teen Wolf is all the better. Dylan O'Brien, is that his name? He can act. All right, he can act. Do I have another favorite song? My favorite song for a while was by Marianas Trench, Beside You. I still love that song. It played in my car on the ride home today. And of course, I turned it up really loud and I rocked out to it because, it's what you do. Okay. 14. What's been the best concert you've attended? Oh! You know what? I haven't told you guys, have I? I went to go see Cher. Was it earlier this year? Last year? I think it was last year. And oh my goodness. If you guys ever have the opportunity to go see her, you need to. That woman is just freaking amazing. I can't even explain. She just, oh my gosh. My family, we all went and we all laugh. When she first starts the concert, when she walks out onto the stage, she's just talking. There's no music or anything. And, she tells us a little history about her. It's really interesting. And then at the end, she mentions her age. And she's like, what's your grandma doing tonight? And she turns around, she smacks her butt, and she walks off the stage. And she walks, like, through the curtains. So, she's walking straight away from you. So you see her butt in, a thong. And her legs are really long. And it's just, it's mind-boggling how she is a grandmother and she looks that good and she's still that healthy. Like, she was doing wardrobe changes left and right and she was belting out those songs. It was spectacular. That woman, she freaking puts on a show. And I have loved her music my whole life. I love Cher. I know I didn't mention any of her songs in the previous one, but oh my goodness, worth it. Like, now that I've watched her, the only other artist that I think could potentially live up to that, for me at least, not for other people, for me, would be Garth Brooks. Because we had a VHS tape of one of his concerts as a kid, and I loved that tape. I would watch it so often that it got to the point that parts of it would just, get really fuzzy, because I'd watched it so much that it was getting old and worn out. And I've met people who've gone to a bunch of his concerts, and one of the woman who's in the desk across from me has been to, like, gosh, I don't even know how many she said, like 6 to 8 of his concerts. And I mean, if you go to that many, it's a good freaking show. And I just, but dude, if you guys have the chance, Cher's amazing. 15. Do you drink coffee or tea? Ew. No, I still don't drink either. I still hate the taste and the smell of coffee. And tea, honestly, I would rather just have water. Maybe, I don't know, I should try cold tea. Maybe I would enjoy that, because there's some flavored waters that I like, but I like them cold. Okay, but underneath that question, if neither, how do you function? I am naturally peppy like this. I don't need to drink caffeine or whatever is in coffee in order to be the way that I am. But I do love hot chocolate. So, there's a thing, I don't know what the website is, it's like Buy Me a Coffee or something. And it's just, small donations people can make to someone in order for them to just go and buy themselves a coffee. I would not buy a coffee if we did that. I would buy a hot chocolate. That's how I am. 16. If you were stranded on a deserted island and you could have only one item, what would it be? So ideally, I would just want, like, a functioning helicopter with a pilot. But I'm assuming I can't have that. So I feel like the safest bet would be, like, a survivor's guide. Because, I've long since forgotten how to do any of the things that I probably actually never learned how to do. So I don't know why I said forgotten. I don't know how to, like, make a house. I'm sure I could figure it out, because, like, I know how to do basic weaving, which is usually what people do to make the roofs for their little huts, tents, whatever you want to call it, when that's all that you have available. Like the big leaves from trees. I cannot speak tonight. I apologize. But yeah, so like a survivor's guide in the wild would be helpful. Um, yeah. Because, like, I'd love to bring my cross stitching stuff, but obviously I would run out of materials, and then that would just really suck. I'm gonna pick this out and then do something else. Then that's ridiculous. Okay, 17. Do you believe in luck, or do we make our own luck? I mean, I don't know if I necessarily believe in luck so much as chance. Because, I mean, yeah, I guess there are people that, good things happen to them, so they're considered lucky, but I don't know if I can really say that that's a thing. I it I don't know how to explain it either way. I mean, most things are completely up to chance. I mean, that day at the wax museum, I kept rolling doubles, and so everybody probably thought I was lucky, but I mean, it was purely by chance. I didn't do anything special to up my chances of getting doubles compared to anybody else. So, I don't know. 18. Do you prefer cats or dogs? They say there are two types of people. ... I prefer cats personally. I do love dogs though. I love both of them, and I am allergic to both of them. But I've always preferred cats. On average, cats are quieter. I'm not a huge fan of the barking. Whether they are small or big, I'm not a fan. And it's not because I don't like the sound of barking. I don't know. I will say I remember I was in Germany at one point. So first through fourth grade. And I don't know how we walked, but we were walking around. I was with a bunch of friends or something. And this guy had a big dog. I want to say it was a German Shepherd. I remember thinking it was a really pretty dog. But the guy was telling us that it used to be a police dog, or it still is, or something. And that it reacted badly to fear. So, we had all been fine, and the dog was fine. And then he said that. And I mean, I know it made me nervous, because I was just like, oh my goodness, what if he gets mad at me, what if... And then he started barking a lot and freaking out, and, the guy had to jerk his leash back, and it was just like, prior to him telling us that, there was no issue. But as soon as he said that, it made us nervous. And the dog could, smell it or something. So, and it freaked me out. It freaked all of us out. We booked it out of there. And, I mean, we weren't doing anything bad. We were literally just walking around. I've always been a goody two-shoes nerd, so I never hung out with the kind of people that would need to, genuinely be afraid of a dog like that. But when you say something like that, that's gonna make people nervous. Or maybe me, I don't know, whatever. But, I don't know, on average, I feel like barking isn't usually positive. This is going to sound odd, but I feel like a yip from a dog is not the same as a bark. You come home and the dog's like, arr, 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 arr. I don't think that's the same as, a stranger is knocking on the door, so the dog's barking and freaking out. Or someone's trying to break in and they're barking and freaking out. Or, the neighbor's dog is barking at the air. That just annoys the heck out of me. When I was staying at the previous house, we had dogs on the backyard of either side of us, and they would just bark at nothing. And they never barked at each other. They barked at completely different times, and it was so irritating. Because it was just like, why are you barking? And they weren't barking because they needed to get in because they were hot or cold or anything. They were well taken care of. They just barked at nothing. And I personally do not like that. And I think meows are significantly quieter, so they don't make me nervous at all. And I think meows are cute. I do love how dogs pant. I think that's hilarious. They stick their tongue out. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. You get a dog in a car and they stick their head out the window. Oh, I love that. Then you put a cat in a car and usually they get nervous and freak out, and that's not fun. And then cats purr. And that's just one of the most wonderful things in the world. Having a cat laying on you and purring is one of the best feelings I've had. So yeah, gotta go with cats. They're also softer and they smell better, so just saying. 19. What is the best thing that happened to you during the past week? Ooh, the past week. I mean, you guys are not here yet, but I am. I have finished this cross stitch. I did, let's see, this is day 3. Day 4, I got almost everything done except for the date and the people's names. So it's basically just 4 days. So there's only going to be one video after this one. I'm just going to combine them because I finished their names and the date very, very quickly. It wouldn't be worth it to make that its own video. No matter how quickly I do my intro and my conclusion, it's not going to be as long as that. So that just seems silly to me. So when I'm done narrating this one, I will start working on the narration on the next one. I enjoyed working on this one, and it was nice to finish it. It's always exciting having a finished product. What else? What else was the best thing? I mean, going into the new year, it's always nice. I spent New Year's Eve with my family, and that was really fun. We played a lot of games. It was really great. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. 20. What are some of your long-term goals? Ooh. Well, I would like to get higher up in the company that I'm in, because like I've said, I adore Madrivo. I could not be happier, so I definitely want to stay with it, and I want to get higher up, because, you know, what's the point of staying in a job if you don't want to get higher, you know? And then 4 Heavenly Beasts is definitely a long-term goal now. Eventually I want to get a new car, just because my current car is kind of old, and I hate Ford. Don't buy a Ford. I'm just saying.
You should get it before it dies.
Yes. You should come out here and join me. I am recording, handsome man. How dare you? 21. What did you have for dinner last night? Let's see. We had rice and popcorn. We love popcorn. What?
You ate it out?
No, I didn't. We had rice and popcorn together, you dork.
Oh, you didn't eat other than that?
What else did I eat? I don't know.
Didn't you eat before I got home?
But that was first dinner. I'm talking about second dinner.
Second dinner's at 6 a.m.
No, that's like first breakfast.
No.
That is
Second
first
dinner.
breakfast. 6:25 a.m. is first breakfast.
No,
No, what else did I eat?
Because if not, that's incredibly unhealthy.
Well, I think, you know what? I probably had Annie. No, that was lunch. I don't know what else I ate. So bad. We had sushi today. Oh my goodness. It says this question is great because it requires 0 effort to answer, and it can lead to other conversations about food. 0 effort. 0 effort? I've been trying to think of the answer for like a minute now. That's not 0 effort.
I have no comment on the subject.
The sushi we had was good. 22. What is your favorite meal of the day? Mine is breakfast because breakfast foods are the best. How about you, David?
Second dinner.
You should come closer so they can hear you better.
Can they not hear me from there?
They probably can, but I mean, I'm going to be significantly louder than you.
That's accurate.
Rude. Rude. Hey, butthead. Let's turn it towards you. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
No, it's a nice microphone. I'm fairly certain I shouldn't have to be that close.
Well, I mean,
I will move.
No, you're comfy now.
I see.
So what did you say your favorite meal of the day was?
Second dinner.
Second dinner. And what do you usually have for second dinner?
Whatever I can find at 6 in the morning.
Oh my god, you don't eat at 6 in the morning. You're asleep at 6 in the morning, you liar.
Well, now I am. I've moved it back to like midnight, 1 p.m. 1 a.m. 1 a.m.
1 p.m.
I can math.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I used to really like eating late at night, but I have a job and responsibilities, so going out and finding food at, midnight, 2 a.m. is...
Mean to do to your girlfriend.
There are some really good 24-hour places in town. And one
Yeah,
of these
you
days,
can go to them at normal hours.
we will tranquilize you when you get off work, have you sleep until midnight, and then dose you full of coffee when you wake up.
Ew, coffee's disgusting.
Dr. Pepper. And
I do like Dr. Pepper.
Then we can go explore some of them on a weekend.
But I like to sleep at normal hours.
It is
No, it's not. It's not normal at all. It's ridiculous.
doubt.
23. What do you do for a living? I do data entry at the moment. My job is not exciting, but I enjoy it, and that's all that matters. Would you like to talk about your job?
I do analytics, SQL management, light development, and whatever the hell else they ask me. I have had one person describe me as some sort of MMA data guy, because I also do all the meetings and the intra-company stuff, and if you need to summon a demon, let me know. I'm really good at that.
David is very smart. It's wonderful. Alrighty. 24. What's the most useful thing you own? If you don't have one, you might want to go pick one up. I have a Leatherman, and that thing is incredibly useful. It's got a ton of tools on it. The microwave is very useful. Yeah. See, I have a story to tell you guys now because David's laughing. So I moved in, and it was, a month into the relationship of me having moved in that the microwave just stopped working.
It was like 3 months in. Yeah.
Okay, so fine. 3 months after I moved in, the microwave just went kaput. And 9 months later, David finally bought a new one.
It was like 3 weeks.
No, it was 9 months. You are a liar. You are a terrible human being.
9 months, I fixed it.
No, you didn't. You fixed it like twice, and it worked for like 3 days, and then it went kaput again.
No, it worked for several months the first
No,
time.
it did not.
It worked for 2 months the
It
first
went
time.
like 2 weeks.
No.
You're such a liar.
I'm serious this time.
No, you're...
Because I had to go buy the microwave when I could get John's help installing it, and so I was loping that one along because it had become clear that the fix, although it took for a while, was not going to last. And then I was like, oh, John's still working until blah, and that was like a month or two, and then I managed to get it until John wasn't working, and then I enlisted his help.
I went 9 months without a microwave, you guys. It was not cool. It's not cool. All right,
Liz,
David.
what's your favorite cooking utensil? Is it the microwave?
No, I was going to say like a strainer, because I can make spaghetti, I can make macaroni, I can make all the cheesy, delicious things.
Okay.
So what's the most useful thing you own, David? God, I should have said my laptop.
Yeah, that's... For those of you at home, I am currently on my laptop while she records into her laptop, next to her iPad, next to the, house computer. So, other than those...
Google is your friend. I don't know. Like, I was thinking, like, tools. But it didn't say that, so I'm just full of crap. What?
I have a car, it's obviously nice. I have a couple of gadgety tools, which are more eclectic than, actual... Well, they're useful, but no one needs something like that. I don't know.
John would say you should put it on your, what?
Person.
Your car?
My person.
On your person.
He wants it in my pocket or on my belt. It annoys him that I keep it in my car because...
Oh, no, I was going to say on your car ring, like with your car keys.
Key ring?
Key ring, there we go.
That one.
Words. I know them.
Yes,
She lied. All right, 25. What is your spirit animal? Well, obviously mine is some kind of bird because I love
Toucan
birds,
seems accurate.
and I love bread. What? Did you say I'm a toucan, Sam?
Well, no, I said the toucan seems accurate.
I do love toucans. Dookie dookie! Yeah, I'm bird.
I'm bird.
What are you, honey?
Probably a cat. Just maybe.
You do love you some head scratches, it's true. 8 best questions to ask. 26. What is the first thing you notice about a person? I tend to notice the hair. But with you, handsome man, I noticed how tall you were. You were so tall.
How do you not notice that with everyone?
Okay, not everyone is over 6 feet tall, honey.
Fair enough.
I did also notice you have amazing hair, though, so.
Okay, sure.
What's the first thing you notice about a person?
I'm like bad with faces, names, and appearances. So like, I categorize people mentally by like personality. As weird as that is, I don't know.
No?
No.
Okay.
Actually, no.
Okay. You guys don't need to know the hand gesture I made. But now they know.
It significantly worse.
Only people of a certain age will understand, and they will know. I don't know. Do you remember the first thing you like noticed about me?
You had glasses.
I can accept that. Yeah, I do. It's true.
They look cute.
Oh, thank you. These are not the ones I first wore when I met you. I've gone through like 3 pairs.
Yeah,
Or
you
2?
do that.
Yeah. Let's see, 27. What are some challenges you think the next generation will face? Ooh. I don't know if this means like the generation immediately after me or like the currently upcoming generation.
The answer's bears.
You think the next generation is gonna face bears?
Probably, yeah.
You're such a dork. Bears? No.
I play for the easy crowd.
You're funny. It's not my fault. See, and I was thinking like genuinely like, oh, well, already I can tell you cell phones are in the hands of every single person ever. Like, I remember when I first moved back to Vegas and I would go see the doctor, it would be, I only had a crappy flip phone, so I couldn't do anything on it. And then I remember, like, you know, in the waiting room, I'd look around, and the only other people who did not have phones were the, like, people old enough to be my grandparents and so on. You know, the adults, the teenagers, everybody else had a phone. And now I go, and for like the first 10 minutes, I don't pull out my phone because I don't think it's necessary. But then I look around and everybody has a phone. The grandparents have phones. The children who are old enough to hold a phone have phones. They have tablets. Like, everybody just, it seems like most people are unable to just sit still for 10 minutes and just wait. Like, I understand reading a magazine and, you know, wanting to not just be sitting there doing nothing, but it's just, I feel like we're very, very dependent on technology. And I've probably gotten to that point myself. But I will say, David, you're worse than me. When we go out to eat, you're the one who whips out your phone, not me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Glad you admit it.
Yeah.
Bear, man. Oh, they're gonna face bears. You're so weird. Obviously, our pollution is a problem. Yeah. I like your answer.
Bears.
What 3 habits will improve your life? This question shows you value the other person's input and you may learn a thing or two. What 3 habits will improve your life? Exercising, definitely. I need to exercise. Eating better. And I don't know. I get up regularly. I generally go to bed at the same time, so I've already got that down. Handsome man.
I challenge your assertion that this is healthy.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you think of the third one?
Exercise, eat right. Those
So
are
this
the
is
common
two I
ones.
said,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, it's like the generic stuff.
I mean, it's true, though.
I don't know. Finding a hobby, I think, is something that, like, an affordable and within your means hobby is something that can, like, mentally help you. But, you know,
This is
you
true.
have to be careful on the affordable and within your means part, as we obviously know some people who spend a little too much on their hobbies.
Are you looking at my dragons on purpose, handsome
I'm really
man?
trying not to, but obviously that's not that case.
You still looked at them. You looked the whole way across that entertainment
there's a lot
system.
of dragons. No, but obviously that's well within your means, so it's not really a problem. It's more of a collection than a hobby. Like, you can't do it constantly, I hope. That's not a challenge. Please don't prove me wrong.
Wanted to.
Yeah, they'll run out eventually.
My hobby is cross-stitching now,
Oh, yeah,
so
exactly,
I'm finally back into it. And you are learning how to code people for playing blackjack. Words.
In what language?
You're learning how to code blackjack.
Well, practicing, but yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you're not done, so you're still learning it.
Well, the goal is not to learn how to code blackjack. The goal is to learn the language that I'm coding it in. Yeah.
That's one of your hobbies.
Yes.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, dear.
I care about you and your hobbies.
Seas of Dragons.
Yeah.
No, this is
A baby is a
drake.
A drake.
No, Liz doesn't do drakes.
No, even my mom was like, "What?" So
They tried, okay?
you got there. That's what counts. 29. For what in your life do you feel most grateful? This question is great because it's deep, but not too intrusive. It can be light and easy or more in depth depending on how the person answering feels. Most grateful. It's going to be cheesy, but I think I have to say you.
A lack of bears.
Oh my god!
No.
You
Yes.
butthead!
Yeah.
I said you! And I was loving, and you said lack of bears! You win again, this isn't fair. Lack
Obviously,
of
things
bears.
got a lot better when I met you. You were wonderful. And I appreciate
I
you.
love you. I love you more than you love me.
No, you
Yes! You care more about your lack of bears. I'm gonna buy you a little bear figurine now. Now, who am I kidding? I'll see the bears and there'll be a dragon next to it. I'll buy the dragon instead. And be like, hey, look, it's the color of a bear.
They do come in a vivid rainbow of options. From brown to black.
Yeah. I tend to like the blue ones, though. Okay.
Mysterious blue bear.
You know what? Blue's Clues, Blue Bear, I'm cool with.
Okay, Care Bears was where you're supposed to go from there.
No, they're kind of green. I don't want a dragon with a big heart on its chest. That's just... No. Belly?
The people at
it's
home
belly?
don't see me scanning your collection looking for a dragon with a big heart on its chest, because I swear to God one exists.
No. I like badass dragons, not
got a
fluffy
gem.
dragons. That's not the same thing,
He's
sweetheart.
plate mail for crying out loud.
Not, okay, yeah, it's armor.
But
That is not a heart on his tummy.
I mean, is
No,
the dragon
no.
heart?
You're
Those are
ridiculous.
gems.
No, you're
I'm the
ridiculous.
one out of line.
You are ridiculous. I don't know what type of crap you're talking, but it's wrong. You should be ashamed. Ugh. I want this chair for my foot. There we go. Okay. If you could have lunch with one person, alive or dead, who would it be? I think I've answered this question in the past because I immediately thought of my maternal grandfather, because I apparently met him when I was like 6 months old, and I did not know this until last year when I found my mom's baby book that she got like a quarter of the way through for me, but it said that he had come to visit me shortly after I was born. I bawled, not gonna lie. I had no idea that I'd met him, and it made me really happy. But I would like to meet him now when we can have an actual conversation. My mom has always said the most amazing things about him. My Aunt Wendy, who passed last year, always had good things to say about him. My dad liked him. Like, everyone I've met really cared about him, and I think it would be a wonderful opportunity to talk to somebody who, gets along with everyone. How about you? My answer I remember at one point in the past I'd said Patton, because I had done a year-long project on him, and he was really interesting, and he'd be someone cool to talk to.
Yeah. Lunch?
Yeah. One person, alive or dead.
I mean, there's like family members in a similar way.
I know.
Ignoring that, just to do something different.
Bears!
Don't be ridiculous.
Smokey Bear! I want to have a conversation with Smokey Bear.
Serious conversation.
Yogi Bear! That would be interesting.
Yes. I don't know. Wasn't there... What's his name? Pratchett, probably.
Terry Pratchett?
Yeah.
The author?
Yeah.
What would you talk about? His books? His writing?
I mean, it's a little bit... just books in general, right? Like, he's one of the few people who, never meet your heroes and all that junk, but seemed like he was a great guy. Robin Williams might also be an interesting one. And I loved his books, and they had a big impact on me, and so, yeah, it'd be nice to chat with him, and especially given what happened later in his life, it would be interesting to discuss certain things. I don't want to go off into too morbid or anything, but yeah, it'd be interesting.
What is your favorite season and why? This is another question that tells you a lot about the person without going too deep. It can also help you to appreciate the beauty of other seasons. Wow.
I just thought I'd
you are genuinely really witty, and it's not fair because I literally just went, fall or winter, and you were like, a season of a TV show. God.
For those of you at home, this is why Liz likes me, because there's a large portion of people like, wow, this guy needs to shut up on those reactions. So
they're the ones who said they wanted to hear more of you. So if they don't like you, it's too bad.
Mistakes.
Favorite season? I mean, I loved, what was it, season 3 of Teen Wolf? Void Styles, all the way. It was amazing. But no, I was gonna go the generic route. I really like fall and winter just because I like snow.
Probably between winter and spring, because I do like snow and I like wind, but I also like stormy weather, so like those stormy springs, and just like I have really good memories sitting outside and like reading books and whatnot when I was a kid, and going on walks and hikes and back junk when I was more active. So, I don't know. I like weather, so I feel like fall and summer, especially here in summer,
Vegas,
is just death lasers. So
true. This is true. What's your favorite season of a TV show? Wait. Season 1 of True Detective? I don't know what your favorite season of Peaky Blinders would be.
Maybe. I mean, let me put it this way. That's probably my go-to answer. If I thought about it and nitpicked, I might come up with something else. But, like, yeah, that's easy top 3. So, yeah, probably.
I know my boyfriends. 32. Do you have any guilty pleasures?
Other than dragons.
I don't feel guilty about that, so no. I don't feel guilty about it. There's no shame. I don't know. I mean, I will say I don't go out of my way to share my videos with my friends, but that's not because I'm embarrassed about them. It's because I hate when other people do that to me. Like, oh, hey, you should like my page. Like, no, I'll like it if I want to. Like, I don't know. Guilty pleasures. I mean, I will say when I was the custom framing manager at Michael's, I would say a guilty pleasure of mine was getting things framed. Because I love doing it, but I felt bad because it was money that I could have put on something else. But I don't regret anything I framed. Yeah. Well, do you have any guilty pleasures, Handsome?
I mean, obviously, on some level games, just depending on how many I'm playing or what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not really guilty about it again. I'm an adult, so I don't care about how much I spend on, say, keyboards
Oh my god.
or watches.
So much money. It's ridiculous.
For the record, for those of you at home, I found a great $30 watch. And if you're even remotely into watches, you'll be like, wow, that is dirt cheap for a watch.
See, but he was looking at other ones that were like $6,000 and more, and it was
I'm not going to buy those, though.
Ridiculous.
They look pretty, but I'm not going to buy. It's like looking at cars.
They didn't
I'm not
look pretty.
buying
They were
a
ugly.
Lamborghini. Well, Lamborghinis
so
are ugly.
I don't
what are we
know
doing?
cars.
Guilty pleasures?
Guilty pleasures, yes.
Probably some of the anime I watch.
Like what one?
Or watched, past tense. You actually haven't seen it, and I think you'd like it. It's... I don't know, like, it's the one that I'm, like, the most, like, yeah, I could admit that this is not great, but I enjoy it anyways, and that's Legend of the Legendary Heroes, which I think you'd love.
Probably. It has a great title.
Yeah, you'd probably like it more than me in many ways.
Oh. The subtitle for this one is Everyone Has That Song or Movie That They Secretly Love. Are there any songs? I mean, I literally, you guys, I still listen to the Pokemon CD. And I will say, I generally don't play them very loud when I have the windows down. I will blast Nickelback with the windows down, though. I am not embarrassed to say that I like Nickelback. But Pokemon. Like, I have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme song,
I
too.
think you've got that one backwards, though.
See, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not embarrassed about Nickelback. I mean, I don't know if I'm necessarily embarrassed about Pokemon so much as it is, like... I sing very loudly with the Pokemon songs, and I don't think people need to hear that. And then movies. I can't think of any. I don't know. Ooh, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Does sushi count as a food?
You can only eat 3 kinds of them.
I mean, tuna, salmon, and... eel, probably. Safe bet. Nice generic.
Every time I've heard this one, I've always been like, all right, well, if I don't want to die, I have to pick the potato. But if I won't die no matter what, I really love spaghetti, but I would pick the pizza from Roma Deli. Oh my god, you guys. It's so good. Yes.
She does tend to like it.
I love it. Okay, 34. What's the number 1 item you would save from your burning house? I mean, not gonna lie, if I heard the alarm going off and we were like in bed, I would grab you and I'd get you out of there. But if you were conscious and you could grab something, I'd go for my laptop. Maybe? Oh god, I don't know. Like, ugh. Cause like I want my purse, I want my laptop, and I want the Pokemon cross stitch. I also want Magnificent Wizard. Like, cause I don't have as much stuff on my laptop that I used to. I do more on my iPad, but everything I have on there, you know, I could recover it if I bought like a new iPad, for instance. So I feel like I kind of have to go with my purse just because it has everything in it that I need. What's the number 1 item you would save from your burning house? A bear.
Jeez, Liz.
Maybe the bear's on fire.
This is a serious question. I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch of sentimental stuff I might grab, but if we're talking practicality, yeah, probably my laptop, because there's, significant amounts of things on there that are going to be hard to get. I should back up my stuff.
You should. We both should.
Yeah, but online off-site backups are expensive. Well, can be pricey. I don't know how much... And again, a lot of it actually these days is kind of off-site. Like, you've got GitHub and everything else. Probably the actual computer then, because that one's got
The
more.
Thor computer?
Yeah, because that one, well, I grabbed the hard drive out of it. That's all that really matters. I don't need the whole damn thing.
Are you going to have time to open it up to pull
yeah.
out the hard drive if we're on fire?
Yes, that thing can be opened quite quickly because it's designed to be able to hold way more drives than I have in it.
Oh, okay. Oh, perfect. All right.
Because why not overspec your home machine?
35. What really makes you angry? We all get a little peeved from time to time. What's their trigger? Right, handsome man. What makes me annoyed?
I mean, do I have to pick one thing?
Yes.
Oh. Because, like, me is the top
No,
answer to that.
it's not. It's something you do.
I'm a good driver.
I believe in over. Over.
Somewhere over the rainbow? Because I was going to say for you, it's traffic and bad drivers.
That does annoy me.
Yes.
But I'm talking about something that you do that annoys me.
That I do.
See, because I went annoy, and the
But I'm
question was
perfect.
angry. But honey, when you put the toilet paper roll under, you are
Oh,
wrong.
yeah! That! I just wiped that from my mind, because, like, what are we talking about?
The actual question was, what really makes you angry? And angry, yes. Bad drivers make me very angry on the road.
She's so cute, and then, like, on the road, she's ready to kill people.
I'm just saying, like, if someone hits me, they're gonna die. Like, don't like bad drivers. What makes you angry, handsome?
I don't have, like obviously, drivers can get under my skin. Not nearly as much as you.
No, see, bad drivers get under my skin. Bad traffic gets under your skin. It doesn't affect me. Bad traffic is like
traffic
meh.
bugs me more. Like, people just, especially when it's, like, self-inflicted bad traffic, I guess. Not, like, by me necessarily, but, like, gee, wow, if you had noticed that light had turned green, we all wouldn't still be here. That gets under my skin pretty quick.
Yes, it does.
What do you know? People hate traffic.
Everyone hates traffic, but some of us more than others. What is your favorite thing about your career? I like how happy I am. I like how happy my coworkers are. I like the environment. I like my work. So just everything. My job is awesome. What's your favorite thing about your career, hun?
The one upside of it all is, given that not many people at my company even understand what I do, I have a lot of freedom in how I approach things. So if I'm feeling it's a slow day, I take things a little bit easy and just work on simpler problems. And if I'm feeling energized and have had 6 cups of coffee, well, it's time to do everything now. So I can do that. And I also get to, I like being aware of what's going on. So the fact that I get to interact with basically every facet of the company is nice. And know all the people, know where things are, know what's happening. It's like a mixture of I enjoy that and just the practical aspect of not having to, like, track down 8 different people or wait for 30 email chains to resolve to find out, like, hi, which door are we supposed to go through?
True.
Or where do we store this? Or who has access to this? Yeah.
Alright, that's going to be the end of the narration. And that is the end of Seaside Wedding Day 3. I got 6 hours and 15 minutes of footage. I wasn't able to finish because I ran out of 2 colors as I was working, 437 and 739, which make up the majority of these stitches that are left. Like, there's blue in this bow, and then there's the back stitching. I completely finished the bottom 2 pages. I took them apart because as I was working, my elbow kept getting caught on them, and it was really annoying. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing narration for this tomorrow, unfortunately, because I'm actually going to be stitching all day tomorrow, which I'm probably going to finish it. There's not a lot left, so here's hoping. I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's, and I hope that 2020 just brings all of the good things that 2019 was supposed to and did not. So like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video.